Then I also heard, I forgot who sings that song, but You're Gonna Love Me or something along the lines of that. And you, you're gonna love me. That song, whoever sings that. So I feel like that a lot of Aries have been, if anything, trying to really figure themselves out. And I feel like that you have been, some of you have been hoping and praying for just some kind of resolution to feel more like yourself than you ever have. Some of you have come to realize that there is more to you than what you necessarily allow others to see. There's more to you than what you allow yourself to be as well. So if anything, you're currently working on this and you're honestly trying to, well, be the best you that you can be, Aries. So I created a spread that I am shuffling for now. So that was 1, 2, I call it the diamond spread. 3, 4. So the first card is going to be where you're currently at. So we have the Queen of Wands. There we go, Aries. Following that, it's going to be 2 cards. It's going to be where you want to be. We have the Knight of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Then it's going to be, how do you get to where you want to be? We have the 10 of Wands, the Moon, and the Queen of Pentacles. Then it's guidance about, well, how to move forward. We have the 2 of Wands, followed by the Death card. And the last card is what to focus on next, which is the Page of Wands. So, then we have, so how this goes is that, I wish I could show you. One day I will. Anyways, so the Queen of Wands is clarified by the 8 of Swords. The next row, which was the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles, is clarified by the Knight of Swords. Then the next row, which was, of course, how to get there. It is the 10 of Wands, the Moon, and the Queen of Pentacles, which is clarified by the 7 of Swords. The next row is just general guidance, and that's the 7 of Cups, which was clarified, the 2 of Wands, the Death card. And then the last card is a Page of Wands, and that is what to focus on next. And you got the Hanged Man. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands. So, Aries, it seems to me that your current standpoint is exactly, what did I say at the very beginning? You want to be you, right? You want to be able to be you, be the real you is pretty much what's coming to me. Not just be the real you as a whole, as in yourself, and not how you, and it's to everyone. Some of you feel like that you can't be the real you with the friends that you have, as in, you have some friends in your life that you feel like are slipping away from you, but for some reason, you just keep hanging on. And I have that song, keeps me hanging on, ooh. So I feel like that some of you are honestly holding on to those friendships when you've been asked to drop those friendships. Pretty much by the divine, you've had intuitive hits to let go of these friendships. These people need to grow, or these people honestly need to, your path's just going on different ways, eh? So that's why I said streamline to the finish. But I feel like that for some reason, some of you just don't know how to do it. Some of you don't have the am I hearing courage? You don't have the courage to do it, Aries? Why is that? I'm an Aries moon, and I'm hearing in a female voice they're all I've ever known. So these could be friends that you've had for, several years, or if anything, you didn't really have. Now the majority of you, it's friends that you've had for quite some time. So let's move forward to the next row. So this is where you want to be, which was the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Swords. So to me, I feel like that Aries, it's being able to fully express yourself, but I feel like holding a bit of yourself to yourself in a way. I say that because I feel like that for some reason when you were your 100% authentic self in the past, people perhaps, I feel like they took advantage of you. I mainly they take advantage of your emotions. They took advantage of your loyalty. They also took advantage of your trust. So I feel like for some reason, that's not for some reason, that is a reason why you hold yourself back from being your full authentic self. But I feel like that some of you, honestly, some of you are already at this Nine of Cups. But I feel like that you're still battling this Knight of Swords energy. And I say that because, if anything, you don't want to sit here and rush into anything, whether it be love or friendship. You don't want to rush into anything because you want to be able to hold on to certain pieces of yourself. But you want to be able to be around those that you can trust, those that honestly aren't going to take advantage of you in some kind of way. So, some of you also have someone, this is a general reading. I do general readings. If love comes up, I mention it, okay? But I feel like that some of you do have someone in your atmosphere. For some reason, I want to say atmosphere. In your atmosphere that you want to give to you and you want to give to them. However, they're holding back. So where you want to be is this Queen of Wands without the Eight of Swords, your true authentic self, the real you, the happy you. And I feel like that, again, a lot of you are already there. I feel like that a lot of you are already there with this Nine of Cups here. But I feel like that this involves another person. That is what's really coming to me, is that this involves another person. This involves someone that isn't giving to you as freely as you would like, and you feel like that if you were to be your more authentic self, as in fully emotionally, and if anything, energetically, some of you that are into energy or understand energy feel like that you have to withhold parts of yourself. It's not exactly like, it is emotions, yes, but I feel like that you hold yourself back from taking action that you want to take when it comes to this person. This is about Aries, this isn't about the other person. So moving forward, we're going to get to how to get there. So we have the Ten of Wands, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So Aries, how to get there is to honestly take a risk. That's literally what's coming to me. And Aries, you know what? You are beautiful beings. Beautiful beings. I read Aries intuitively. And I felt like that this, I have seen her in my mind's eye while I've been reading. And I feel like that this is an energy that a lot of Aries have been going through. It's almost like these wands, I read intuitively. These wands, if anything, it's almost like a barrier between you and what people don't know about you. I say that. I feel like that how to get there is to lay those wands down and take that risk. I say risk with the Moon card. You want to be able to take that risk. I have Kelly Clarkson Breakaway in my head. So I feel like a lot of you are on the precipice of anything of really, the guidance is to go ahead and take that leap of faith. Take that free fall. Take a chance. Just in life in general. Do things that you haven't done before and stop deceiving yourself of your nurturing self. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is you. I feel like that the action is to be able to give that pentacle away. That pentacle is something physical, right? Pentacle, if anything, could be my love and devotion. I can't get the name of that song back, but anyways. But I feel like also the Ten of Wands with this, the Seven of Swords, I apologize. to me, I feel like that you need to start laying your burdens down, yes, but I feel like that if anything, you gotta stop thinking that everyone is like the rest. If you've been in relationships where people cheated, if you've had friends where people cheated on you, and when I say cheat, I mean betrayal. You lost your trust in them. If anything, they might have deceived you, and I feel like that you have to actually begin to believe that not everyone's like that. Let those walls down. Stop thinking that people are only going to deceive you, if anything, manipulate you and take from you. Dive into the unknown, which is being yourself no matter who you're around. I've been saying this for several readings. To be yourself is all that you can do. So I feel like that some of you are honestly going to take my advice and start being yourself. Yes, be that Queen of Wands without the Eight of Swords and embrace your nurturing self. That's the guidance that I have here, like on how to get there. Now, this is guidance moving forward. We have the Two of Wands with the Death card and the Seven of Cups. So, moving forward, I feel like that this is, if anything, diving into the unknown. Some of you are going through a spiritual awakening. Perhaps you met someone that is a spiritual ability activator. If anything, an awakening activator. How you doing? You're talking to one. Anyways, I feel like that some of you, I view this as the unknown as well. In this situation, I feel like that instead of biding your time, biding your time. I feel like that some of you have been waiting, and you've been waiting in vain, honestly, for some people to change. Not just that, you've been waiting in vain, honestly, for things to look up, because you haven't been taking action. I feel like that some of you have, again, been holding yourself back, but to move forward, after you actually embrace your true self, stop thinking that people are manipulating you and lying to you. Stop thinking that people are going to deceive you and take from you. Really, Aries, you bomb-ass mother effers. So stop doing that. Because, in all honesty, death is transformation. It's not always death. It's not always darkness. It's not always, if anything, taking from you things that you want. Sometimes death is taking things from you that you, in all reality, your soul doesn't want. In all reality, your ego doesn't want either. It's almost like you put up with it. So I feel like future guidance, if anything, don't limit yourselves. Some of you, this isn't just friends. This doesn't have to do with necessarily people. This has to do with everything, from what I understand. Everything. From your passions, to your physical activity, to your love life, to your friends, to your family, all of that. I feel like that the guidance here is come what may. Come what may. Don't wait. Take action. Sorry about that. So, then, for ending guidance, which is what to look forward to next. Not guidance. Pardon me, y'all. I haven't channeled, done a tarot reading in a bit, a couple weeks, because honestly, I've had my own things to work through. And I don't like to do readings where I feel like that my energy is influencing it, but I'm just trying to, really be there again. Anyways, so I feel like with the Page of Wands, that the next thing to focus on is yourself. Focus on your spiritual awakening. Focus on feeling as full as you can be, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter who's around. So for y'all, Aries, I don't really feel like that you care about what people think, but I feel like that you let others influence your stability too much, as in you let other people make decisions for you, or if anything, you really hesitate to take action in your life because of others, and some of y'all just really gotta learn to let go. Stop thinking that everyone's gonna betray you. Drop those friends that, if anything, they use or abuse you, or in all honesty, they're not where you're at. You see, when it comes to vibrations, that's something that like a lot of tarot readers do talk about, but they don't really talk about in full detail. You see, yes, we are supposed to be the light, especially when we're awakened. We are supposed to be the light. We're supposed to be a good example. We're supposed to honestly be our most authentic selves, right? But when it comes to people that you hang out with, if you hang out with people that use you, that take advantage of you, that lie to you, that manipulate you, that make you feel like shit, pay attention when you hang around people, even if it's like your best friends or whatever, or someone that you like, or anything like that. Pay attention to how you feel around them. Unless you're an empath, obviously, if you tell the difference. You see, like I sat there and I hung out with someone not long ago, and I know myself. I'm pretty confident and pretty dang confident, actually. Aries moon. Hi. And I sat there and I was hanging out with this dude. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling extremely insecure out of nowhere. And I'm a homeopathic psychic medium. So when it comes to, like, okay, so I'm sitting there hanging out with him. I'm going to give you an example. And this is how I could tell that it was my energy being influenced by his energy. So I sat there and we're hanging out and we're talking, and I feel like the guy is honestly shy, to be honest with you. I feel like that it's either he's shy or in all honesty, he doesn't know which way is up. He doesn't really know his true self. And I sat there and I was like, thinking to myself, I'm like, why do I feel so unbelievably insecure right now? I have my own business. I have a beautiful son. Things are working out really well for me with friends, with men, with all of that. Like, my life's doing pretty well. I had to do some clearing out work emotionally and stuff like that and get things organized again mentally and emotionally and spiritually, of course. But I'm like, oh no, I'm really effing well. So why am I feeling so like uncertain about myself? And then I sat there and then I pulled my energy aside. And how to explain this, I'm going to teach y'all something while I pull an oracle card. I pulled my energy to the side as I sat there, and I honed in real quick. I meditated real quick, and I could get into a meditative state quick. If you meditate enough, you can do that. I've also just always been able to like see into the 5D and everything like that, even before I realized what I was. So I pulled my energy to the side. I'm like, how do I genuinely feel right now? And I was like, I'm happy. I'm having fun. I'm excited. I feel beautiful. I feel fulfilled. And then I sat there and I tapped into that insecurity energy. And one of my guys was like, look up. And I looked up at him and I was like, oh, you're insecure. Shocking as fuck to who it was, to be honest with you. But I sat there and I was like, oh, you're insecure. So that's how you realize that. So Aries, pay attention to who you hang out with. And make sure that you are cleansing your energy, whether it be through drinking water, whether it be through selenite, whether it be through anything. Anything. Clear your energy. Focus on how you genuinely feel. Okay? You're extremely intuitive, you're intelligent, and you're a brilliant warrior. Okay? So focus on how you feel when you hang out with people, when you're doing certain things. Let's say you party too much and you really don't like doing what you're doing. You don't know why you do it and you still do it. Sit there and balance inside yourself and be like, why do I do it? Do I like feeling this way? Or do I just do it to avoid things? Think about it. It's not that hard. Journal. Okay? But pay attention to how you feel when you hang out with certain people. So let's go ahead and get an oracle card for these lovely Aries. Can you give me something? I'm gonna fight. Woo. Sacred reverence. So to me, this card moving forward is telling me that honestly, hold your individuality, your sovereignty, your beauty, your individuality. Because we're all individual, unique, rare, and beautiful beings. So I feel like hold on to your individuality. Don't sit here and give yourself away easily when it comes to love or friendships. If anything, don't settle. Don't settle. You are a sacred, sovereign, rare, unique, beautiful being. Don't settle. Don't settle. If someone, whether it's friend, love, or whatever, if they're not ready for you, again, you ain't sure of me. I'm sure of myself. So, bye-bye. Until you prove that you're ready for me, we'll see. Until I see that you're ready to put in as much energy into this as I put energy into it, we'll see. But don't be sitting here giving time to people who honestly are either taking advantage of you or honestly aren't even sure of themselves, to let alone be sure of anything else outside.